Hey everybody, Toy Tuesday, and yeah, so I dug these out, and let's build these. It'll be fun. How's everybody doing? It is toy o'clock. Yes, 1/2 toys. So I don't even think they said. I don't think they gave this. Did they give this series a name? I don't think so. It's just collect and build. Each one has its own name. I'm trying to see if there's... No, I don't see anything that gives it a specific thing. But yes, these are Halo Mega Bloks. These are a few years old. 2013? Wow. Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at this. Can you look at this package? How deep you got to go until you actually find anything. Why did they make these boxes so big? That's ridiculous. There's a giant cardboard insert for no reason. Oh, okay. That's it. That is ridiculous. This is it. Why did they make a box this big for this little bag? That's insane. I mean, obviously, like, this could have been smaller. Well, I am shocked, I tell you. Oh, and there was, I mean, they did have, like, the thing on the side. But that's silly. I don't know. Weird. Okay, so the question is, do we even bother building the little things? Or do we just go straight to the ultimate? Should probably just do that. No sense in building all these little right, I know it's by volume, not by weight, not by weight, right? Or whatever they lie to you on the package. You always want to make sure you have all your parts. You got to divide up all your parts by color. Make it easier to find everything and not lose any of your pieces. That's interesting. They did the weapons are in translucent plastic, which is kind of cool. Yikes. And there are several. I know that the middle one's like a battle rifle, right? But I don't know what these other ones are. Top one looks like a paintball gun. I don't know. I don't know. So separate out our parts. So I did finish my review of the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Dungeons & Dragons Forgotten Realms Drizzt and Guenhwyvar set. Sent that in very, very late last night. It's not up yet though, which is a little bit of a bummer. But I don't know what else was planned, and I'm not privy to the entire schedule, so it may not go up until tomorrow. But that's publishing for you. We got some clear parts down here. And what are these? These aren't hands. They look like hands. But they're like little connector grabber parts. That's pod racing, exactly. It is what it is. Which is fine. I heard from, let's see, there's another company that's going to be sending me some more review samples, which is very cool. So again, if you're familiar or used to Legos, these Mega Bloks figures are much more like action figures, a lot more articulation. They're still, you know, not actually humanly proportioned, but a little bit more than a Lego minifigure. This is, I forget what this guy is, but some kind of trooper. They can hold their weapons really well. Pew pew. Come on, there we go. Go, go, go. Okay. So that's set number 1. I don't think we'll need these guns. Actually, I won't need... I'll only need one set of instructions. Alright, so now this is the UNSC Hangar deck, which again is probably the most interesting of these single pack structures that you can build. Yep, just the one little bag. Okay, great. Oh man, my son got a really, really cool Lego set for Hanukkah from my mom, who might be watching, I don't know. There's this gigantic rocket launch set as the vehicle that moves the rocket to the launch pad and a whole bunch of other stuff. Right? It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
How long is it going to take you to build that?
Maybe I'll finish it by a week after next week.
A week after next week.
I just started bag 3.
You're on bag 3 already?
Yeah,
oh my
I
goodness.
built one of the Lego guys for bag 3.
Nice. How many bags are there? Do you know?
11.
11 bags? Wow. So you could do this stuff in like 5 minutes then, right?
Well, if I did like every second of the day, it would take 1 day.
Mm-hmm.
But at the most, I would just do it for a couple hours.
I bet this guy could come and take over your rocket launch station. He might need some of his friends. Yeah, it's a big set. All right, we have a bunch.
The box is a little bigger than Max.
As your little brother gets bigger and bigger, it's going to be harder to use him as a benchmark for sizes of things. Some cool parts. Little caps and doodads. Oh my goodness, I saw the most wholesome thing on, again, one of my many Warhammer hobby groups on Facebook. But a guy, his grandfather for Christmas or whatever, built him out of wood, a handcrafted wooden paint station. So it has all these little holders for all of his paint pots and his paint brushes, and then it's tiered, and then in the back it opens up so you can put stuff in behind it. It was pretty cool. It already had like thousands of likes on it. We have more translucent weapons, which are neat. All unique so far, which is cool. Okay, we don't need those. Yeah, I don't know what the name of the kit is, Rabbit One, but that's a good question. It's one of the newer ones in this. I think they're still technically part of the City series, but it's all space related stuff. last box. Yeah, I was going to say, now this one should be more alien, because this is the... What is this? Forerunner Terminal with Promethean Alpha Crawler. Oh, these do actually have a little bit of text on it. A Promethean Alpha Crawler defends a Forerunner Terminal from UNSC and Covenant access. Guard the terminal with the Mega Bloks Forerunner... Wait, seriously? Guard the terminal with the Mega Bloks Forerunner Terminal. Okay. Guard the terminal with the terminal. Pretty. Ooh, not translucent weapons here. They have the kind of silver. Those are neat. Yeah, Rubin Wombat, it's funny when we were looking for space Lego things that are out there. They have a whole bunch. And yeah, there are a couple. There were like 2 different rocket sets that had full-size rockets. We went with the one that had the actual vehicle that took the rocket to the launch pad. The other one I think had like a little monorail system, something like that. And then there was the Batman themed space shuttle from the Batman movie. That was pretty funny. If you tuned into the Dune stream yesterday, you'll know why my nails look the way they do. Otherwise, it might be a mystery to you. Stranger things have happened on the Dune stream, I will say. Okay, so this... What is this thing again? The Promethean Alpha Crawler. Tiny little creature. Comes pre-assembled. And I wanted to build it myself. Oh, it's cute. It's like a little alien doggy. Some translucent parts on the top there, underneath his little chin. Very nice. Okay. Time to build. Oh, well, of course. Nope, you do need each individual instruction sheet. Because why would they make it easy and just print all the instructions on one section? All right. Steps 1 through 10. Well, Rabid Wombat, that's your first problem. You're not supposed to hit a dog. And I'm only vaguely assigning canine characteristics to it. I don't know if it's actually a dog or just some sort of creature that resembles a dog. Okay, here we go. We're building now. It's happening. 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody watching Mandalorian? Hasbro seems to think so. Alien dogs get what's coming to them. That's fair. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hasbro keeps doing these Mando Mondays. when they revealed just a million new products on the way. Now they got Hot Toys in on the action. Sorry, guys, you don't have 10 screens up watching all the different things. We're doing our best to keep up with Mandalorian, just because, again, that's a show that people really love to spoil. Like the second it's available late Thursday night, a bunch of people are watching it and going online and tweeting about it. It's really, really annoying. Hey, Ardence, how you doing? I am not a fan of the spoiler people. I don't know what it is. Again, more about that show. You get a couple Discovery spoilers here and there, but people are generally pretty good about that. You know, most real Star Trek fans are better than Star Wars fans, I find. But yeah, the spoilers for Mandalorian, it's nuts. It's also a show that, I don't know, I don't love The Mandalorian. It's okay. Yeah, exactly, Rabid Wombat. Or otherwise, like, if you go on social media, I do that thing where, like, I open up Twitter and then I kind of, like, cross my eyes a little bit so I'm not looking at any details and kind of trying to move past things that that might have it on there. Yeah, Ruiner. Thankfully, I think a lot of the standard toys, they'll make more over time, but yeah, there's definitely a demand for this stuff right now. Okay, how does this work here? These. I find the show to be okay. I find it a little boring at times. I do enjoy the Baby Yoda parts, and yes, I will continue to call him Baby Yoda. There was a great meme about I'm sure you've seen versions of this meme, but it's the Trojan horse being wheeled into Troy, and essentially it's like somebody, you know, bringing in something in secret, but it's the Trojan horse was the Mandalorian, and inside the Trojan horse was like all of the Clone Wars and Rebels cartoons, and then bringing it into the overall Star Wars fandom. Because yeah, that show is just a continuation of all of those cartoons that some of us have been watching now for years, with all those characters. Okay, this goes here. Yeah, Eridan's, it's, you know, it probably would have been cool just to have waited, let the whole thing come out so you can just binge it all at once and don't worry about all the spoilers. Just enjoy it. I try not to bug my wife too much when it's on, because that show, I mean, like I said, it brings in so much stuff from the cartoons as well as from the old expanded universe. Then things will come up on screen and I was like, they're doing that, huh? And she'll be like, okay, what is it? They're Dark Troopers. Or else, you know, I'll say the name of something right before they say it. I did think it was pretty funny that the Mandalorian, Din Djarin himself, you know, he grows up thinking that he's part of these really cool space Templar guys, and then he comes to find out that no, they're kind of just like Jehovah's Witnesses that other people think they're outdated and don't really follow those things anymore. It's like, no, you're still cool. It's all right. Wait, not everybody keeps their helmets on all the time? He's a space Mormon, yeah. Ooh, live action Rex to run into Boba Fett. That'd be cool. Yeah, Rabbit Wombat. I mean, if you didn't watch the the cartoons and know about the old expanded universe with the old comic books and the old novels, there's definitely a lot in there that they're just not gonna give you all the information. You gotta go look it up. But I guess, that's part of the fun, I suppose. Learning about all these things. Okay, I'm almost done with section 1. Oh my goodness, why does this not want to fit together? And here. It's one of those builds where there's a lot of stuff underneath. I think they just wanted to make sure you used all the parts and put them somewhere. Yeah, I mean, for better or for worse, and generally I think it's for the better. But yeah, Dave Filoni really likes to put in as many references and little hints about things as he can, which generally I think is fine. It definitely gives us nerds the opportunity to say, "Oh, that's that," or "Oh, I wonder if they're going to do that from the old comic books." And more often than not, he does. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Erdinsk, you're not watching as much TV. Well, that's cool. Hopefully that means you are being productive in some other ways. Yeah, I'm also not watching a ton of TV. Sometimes it feels like it, but I try to get in an hour of exercise a day. Not always possible, but I have an exercise bike. It's parked in front of the TV. So I try to do an hour, so I get to watch a little bit of something. Able to keep up with a couple of my shows. So, oh yeah, Rabbit Wombat. The questions are always good from the family members. So what is that thing? Oh my God, Zardoz. Yeah, if Mara Jade shows up, wow, that would definitely be something. I thought it was kind of hilarious. I'm going to give a very minor spoiler from this most recent episode. I'm sure by now everybody knows that Boba Fett is in the show. We've mentioned it here already. But in that last episode, he shows up and his armor is all clean. And I'm just like, dude, we saw you in Empire and in Return of the Jedi. In the height of your career, you never spent a second keeping up your armor. And now you made it all neat and shiny. I did like, though, that he left the dent in his helmet, that iconic, sometimes important dent, depending on the story you're reading. Now his armor means something to him. I mean, that's fine, and I think that's where most people's mind has gone with it. But I just thought it was really funny. He's like, "Ooh, look at me! Look at my fancy armor." Unfortunately, for me at least, hey Lackey, His armor's clean, so people won't recognize him. That's as good an explanation as any. I didn't. The way the green looked, all clean and smooth, it didn't look as real to me. I don't know if anybody else felt that way. It just kind of looked plastic. When it had the more of the pits and the dents, and you could see the exposed metal underneath with the scratched paint, I thought it looked more, somewhat more realistic at least. That's true, Arsenal Roy. You got to clean up all that gunk, and plus other people have been in that armor. Yeah, everybody's excited to see good old Boba Fett. All right, so we've got this. What's happening here? Mega Bloks instructions are not bad. With these kind of views where all these arrows come down to these different parts, it can sometimes be a little bit tricky. It's like, well, wait, what's the... Okay, I gotta count how many bricks back, try to figure out where these lines line up. So it can be a little bit tricky. Instructions aren't quite as good as Lego generally, but doable. Certainly doable. Certainly better than Best Lock, the worst construction toys ever made. Yeah, it was kind of surprising actually with Boba Fett all cleaned up, thinking, oh, it actually makes Mandalorian's armor look so much better in comparison. But I'm sure they're gonna sell so many toys of all these things. And that's really what the show is about. Okay, Aridance, that's good. So don't worry about spoilers then. Okay, so yeah, so this is obviously the start to, what is this thing called? I don't know. I'll dig out the box in a minute. Cartoon sell toys, yes. This is true. But as we've seen, Mandalorian sells toys as well. Hot Toys just announced they're doing a Grand Moff Gideon. So look for that. Get your pre-orders in now. Buy. Spoiler for 2 episodes ago, I was pretty shocked that just a couple months after Hasbro did a big crowdfunding push to make a full-scale, well, action figure scale Razor Crest, they just blew it up. I did not expect that to happen. Ooh, Rabbit Wombat, you got it for your mom? That's cool. It's a great set. We got to see an early example of it again at the beginning of the year at Toy Fair, and they made a whole big deal of it. It was so silly because they already announced the toy, but when you went to the Lego booth, they had it in a display case that had those cool glass panels where you can press a button and they go opaque, and then you press another button and they go clear. I don't know how that technology works, but they pretended like it was all really hush hush. It's like, guys, you just promoted this and sent out the press release to the entire world. Everybody knows. So it was a little silly. Where is... I need another piece like this. Does anybody see it? Oh my goodness, my eyes do not see it. Huh. Or maybe I just need one. I'm fooling myself. Surprisingly easy. I find building, well, building real Legos or Mega Bloks at least pretty common. I don't suggest, I will never suggest the Best Lock toys because those are the worst. But yeah, these are pretty good. Man, I wish we'd had a camera on when I was building the that Hoth set for Brick Battles back at Geek and Sundry. That was a cool build. That took a very long time. Did I do this right? Come on. There we go. Ooh, yeah, Aerodance moths are... They're pretty high up in the Imperial food chain. Yeah, I don't know what, like, real world exactly their rank would be equivalent to. Oh, governors of an entire Imperial sector. Well, there you go. Thank you, Zardos. Yeah, Mega Bloks got Destiny. Lego is doing Overwatch. Yeah. Okay, we need 4 of these. Where are they? These are cool pieces with the studs on both sides. There are some pretty crazy Lego people out there. They like create their own kits and then sell the designs online. Come across some of those people. Actually, that was a really interesting part of doing brick battles over at Geek and Sundry, because we had some real genuine master builders come and help at the beginning with sort of working out the kinks of the ideas with Lucas and building some of the original map, and those fellas were very interesting. Let me put it that way. Some of them brought some of their unique creations with them to show off. What did the one guy had? It was a scale replica of a set from some TV show, but it wasn't something I watched. So I was like, oh, cool. But he was all about it. Unfortunately, it never quite worked out. We're supposed to do more integration with those people, but it didn't happen. I blame Geek and Sundry. Oh yeah, Airdensk. I don't think the moths like it when you blow up their mining stations. And I also don't like it when I don't think they like it when you steal their mistresses. But you never know. I'm not king shaming anyone. Alright, we have these. I suppose these are engines. They're going to attach to the bottom. Looks like here. And here. I really liked the Brick Battle show. We had so many more things planned for that show. So many ideas. But the support was not there from the top, to put it mildly. And I think some of you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, and then one day it was like, nope, and we're not doing the show anymore. Oh, really? Could you tell us why? No real reason. Oh, it's not over. It's just on hiatus. Oh, okay. So that means, like, we'll continue to work on it, right? And you'll give us notes and feedback. No, never any feedback. It's just done. Oh, okay. But, we're not going to say it's canceled. We're going to say it'll come back at some point. Oh, okay. Cool. Cool. But I don't want to speak ill of the dead. All right, so we're covering up some gaps. This looks like some sort of hideously uncomfortable seat. Ruiner, you got that? All good things, right? All good things must end. Okay, this takes us to the end of part 1. Not too bad. On to the next. Make sure I'm on the right side here. Ooh, we're gonna get more engines. I like these engine parts. Okay, cool. I know, right? During the Dune stream yesterday, we did some nail painting and applying these little bead things. Some of them falling off, but pretty nice. Yeah, I try not to say too much negative about all that stuff. I could say more. I have said before, and I will say it again. I didn't know until much later on how incredibly lucky I was to work over there at Geek and Sundry, and all the people I got to meet and all the opportunities I had. And again, I literally had no idea. I didn't know what streaming was. And I was recruited by Hector just to walk in and be on a show at Geek and Sundry at that time. And I was there through arguably their biggest and best times. So yeah, certainly not complaining about that. Just what happened later. It was funny because I went back and I was watching some of the. I was cataloging the old streams that I was on. Eventually, I may do something with those if I can. But because if you remember, our shows were on, or these, well, later on, Brick Battles was on Friday. Right? Yeah, Friday. So we were like the first main show on after Critical Role had been on the night before. So a lot of the like subscription notifications and things would come in during our show, even though a lot of it like was triggered the night before. But it was really cool because so many of like the big the big like subscriber tiers and stuff were hit during our show. Again, not because people were subscribing in huge numbers specifically during our show, but it's just the way it worked with the timing. But yeah, watching those old shows and like we're celebrating thousands and thousands of subscribers. It's kind of crazy. And where did they all go? Okay, I gotta make sure I put these on the right way. Okay, making some sort of blaster weapons, it looks like. What's in the Halo universe? They have energy weapons, right? Some kind of directed energy, something or other. Okay, but which way did these go? This doesn't really matter. There's a slight difference. Do I want those on the outside or the inside? Outside. Definitely outside. Oh, of course it doesn't matter because it's this. Right, it's the same part, so it's not like it's going to be mirrored. It's just going to face the same way. Okay, it doesn't matter. Plasma? Okay, cool. Plasma's good. We like plasma. We don't stan plasma, we spam plasma. Okay, cool. What do we think so far? Looks like something. Good and phallic, right? Oh, cool. Yeah, plasma's always better when it overheats. For sure. 1, 2, okay. Oh, this one's complicated. I need a whole bunch of parts. 1, 2, 3. One of these. 3 of these. Two of these. Oh my god, that is hilarious. My son, who runs around all day. Mommy, daddy, do this. Stop what you're doing. Come pay attention to me. He just said to his brother, don't distract me. Oh, children. Oh, I missed parts. Here we go. Okay, why are we building everything upside down? I could have built this right side up. That would have been easier. Okay, maybe not. Let me not get ahead of myself too much here. There we go. Okay. Got it. Everything is phallic if you try hard enough. Oh man, there's some good memes of similar things out there. Good. And I have to build. How does this work? I think it goes sideways. Yes. Oh, okay, that's cool. I don't know what it is, but it's cool. And then we add these brackets up here. And one of these. All right. Like I said, I don't know what it is, but that's a neat little piece. And it just stays off to the side. Oh, that's always dangerous, right? When you're building components, but then... Oh, okay, no. We're adding more to it now. Whoa. You know, Minecraft is still something that is totally opaque to me. I see people playing it, and I just don't understand. I've watched Jessica play it. There's some other streamers I've seen play it. And just like the endless running around. And then like they'll stop and hit on something and then they'll go and run around again. And I don't get it. I just don't get it. Hey, Hudsonizer. Oh, Rabid Wombat, you heard your name? What were you doing? Are you a Minecraft person? Parts. Man, I'm making a mess of my station. Can't stand that. All right. We've got this little red dude. Rapid Wombat, it's okay. It's all good. I mean, you're hearing things and you may need to see a doctor, but it's otherwise, it's all fine. We all go a little crazy sometimes. Okay, cool. This looks like, what are these? Are these more engines? This thing has a lot of engines. Does anybody know what this vehicle is from Halo? Whatever this thing is I'm building. I forget the name of it. It doesn't say on these instructions, which is so annoying. It is a booster frame. I would assume that means it's just to get somebody into orbit. Is that all this thing is? Like a sled for like a rocket sled for a space marine? I know they're not space marines, but close enough, right? All right, Zardoz. By next Monday, I expect you to go and play all of the Halo so you can report back on what those things are. How does this work? Are they still making Halo games? Is that still a thing? I don't know. Oh, there we go. And we get one of these. I think that part is done. Okay, where does it go? Oh, wait, why do I have an extra piece here? Oh, shit. Maybe I didn't need it. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's one of these little... It's like the arm that goes here, I think. Cool. Cool. There is no Wombat Nation. There should be. Why is there no Wombat Nation? I think we're almost done. Which is good because we're running out of parts. 2 of these. 2 of those. 2 of these. Alright, let's do this the right way this time. We need to go this way. And... Nope. I said the right way this time. Okay, there we go. Good. The booster frame only appeared in a Halo animated movie, not a game. This isn't even from a game? Oh my goodness. That's okay. It still kind of looks cool. So Ruiner, was it like I said, is it just to get somebody off of a planet? Oh, there we go. Okay. I was gonna say I just built this thing on the other side. It shouldn't be this hard to do. So here's something that's kind of annoying. If you look closely on these brick-like pieces, they're actually flat on one side and angled on the other side. So if you don't keep track of which side goes where, that could end up looking a little wonky. I think I have them all lined up though. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So it's an EVA equipment for outside of a spaceship or a space station. That's cool. I can dig it. Then I need these. These. Okay, cool. Oh, I'm getting close. I think, does the last kit just build the actual base to it? That's silly. Three, one. Did we talk about Aeon Flux? Or Eon Flux? I'm sure some of you know Aeon Flux. I'm a big fan. The other day I was looking for something to watch, and I came across the Aeon Flux movie with Charlize Theron. Oh, okay, yeah. I couldn't remember if I mentioned that. But yeah, so I started the movie, and then I was like, the movie's okay. Oh yeah, no, that's right, I did talk about this. I was like, wait a minute. I can just go and watch the show. It's on streaming. So yeah, I've been watching more of the show, and it's so good. It's so good. I highly recommend it. The animation's a little bit crazy, but that's definitely part of the charm. I was watching more last night. It's a very distinct character style. Okay. Did I ever watch Lex? You know, I know of Lex, but that's not one that I actually watched. That had the ship that looks like a bug, right? Am I thinking of the right thing? Eridance will tell us. I think that was the bug ship. Like gold colored, looks like a bug. All right, we have 2 of these. They look like they go in opposites. Oh, see, I missed one. I put on one pointing the wrong way. Yeah, from what I remember seeing, previews for that show, it definitely looked weird. Like a lot of horny people in space. Which I'm fine with, but I wasn't watching at the time. Alright, final instructions. We are in the final countdown. Attach these. Like so. Oh, look at that. We're getting close. Not the cool weird, just the regular weird. That's fair. We get one more engine. Come on. Nope, not like that. What am I doing wrong? Huh. Well, that's not the right part. Oh no. Did I put... Interesting. So all I have left is one of these studs that's closed. And I think I'm supposed to have an open one at this point. So I wonder if I put an open one in somewhere where I should have put the closed. I don't remember having a whole bunch of these. Oh, well. It fits on by itself. That's okay. It's all good. I know technically it's the other way, but it's fine. You won't even notice. Sexual weird is that's good too. All right, now we get all these clear parts for the base, and we'll be done. Well, we're making a brick. Using bricks to make a brick. Let's see. So tomorrow is a big day. Is everybody ready? In the morning, we will be having our usual Warhammer Wednesday. Start building that gladiator. Okay, so we have a base. It's going to plug into here. Oh, I see. Okay, so we have that. Next, we need all of these guys. Yeah, so tomorrow morning, Warhammer Wednesday. And then talked a little bit about it yesterday. Tomorrow afternoon. No, tomorrow night. So we're going to be having Myths and Video Games on Pete Wiz's channel, but it will be at a later time, 5 p.m. instead of the usual 3 p.m. I'm trying not to explode my brain here, figuring out how these fit together. And instead of our usual watching video gameplay and talking about what's going on, we're going to have some special guests, and we will be playing Among Us with those special guests. And not only that, we're not just going to be playing the game, but we are going to be playing the game in character as gods and heroes and various interesting sorts from different mythologies. So it's going to be kind of silly, and it's going to be super cool. So far confirmed are Pete and I, and John will be there, and some other people. We even have some surprise guests that I don't even know who they are yet. But yeah, it should be fun. Silly and fun. So yeah, that'll be 5 p.m. Pacific tomorrow. And that'll be the 2020 finale for that show. And then we'll be back in the new year. Probably with Assassin's Creed. What's the new one called? Somebody. We have not announced in advance who everybody will be playing. So I cannot give that away. I don't think I'm supposed to. Oh, no. Okay. It's done. I just gotta get the guy out. Come on. Okay, that's pretty good. And done. Oh, this does not hold on to that very well. Okay, so we've got cool base. They give you a little flying stand that you mount at an angle. The guy fits on there pretty well, and then you can move these to your liking. That's cute. Assassin's Creed Pet Simulator. There you go. So what do we think? Again, it seems like a lot of machinery just to move one little guy around. Oh, and then of course you'll get your other figures and then a whole bucket load of guns. Well, I'm glad I got it on sale. But it's fun. I have a shelf where I have space-related Legos and things, some Star Wars stuff, so... Guns o'clock. What time? It's time for the gun show. Neat. Well, I mean, they were on clearance from $10 down to $7. So, I'll take it. So yeah, review. I'm glad I got it on sale. Well, I mean, most things you'd be happy with getting them on sale. How come no one told me when I showed this yesterday that I think I reversed Icing Death and Twinkle? I think they're supposed to be on the other hands. I'm not sure. But, okay, hold on. So, if this scimitar goes in this... Does he draw his scimitars directly or crosswise? I would think cross. So then I did do it wrong. Shoot. Well, I guess I have no one to blame but myself. Yeah, I did it wrong. How did I do that? Oh, well. What are you going to do? I definitely prefer the slight smirky face to the extreme grimace face. Although in hand, this one it's not as jarring as I thought it was going to be. Yeah, exactly, Zardoz. I did mention in the review that I think I put him in the wrong hands, but it's all good. And these are neat. They've got these little swooshy effects for the swords, the scimitars, but they're really heavy. I mean, these things weigh down the figure, so I don't think I'm going to be using them. It works. I mean, it's a neat effect. Yeah, it came with a bunch of different things. The head is cool because again, it's the hair actually attaches in 2 different parts, so it really sticks on really well, and you can mix and match. I kind of like the hair that's just down, but it doesn't fit very well with the cloak on, which you can take off, but without it, it does look like there's a little bit something missing. Also, he has his necklace to honoring Miyaliki with that tiny unicorn head, which also doesn't quite fit with the cloak on, but that's okay. There's the figurine of wondrous power. Ooh. Which is pretty cute. Oh, and then it came with the Icewind Dale themed gigantic D20 with a D&D symbol on the 20, which is always good. I like these little, they put these little carrots so you know that that's a 6 and not a 9, but then they put one next to the 16 in case you were confused that you rolled a 91 on your D20, I guess. I'm not quite sure why that's on there. It's on the 16 and the 19. But again, like, I'm not confused thinking I rolled a 61. Okay. I fully agree. Math is hard. And as everybody knows, I have run out of numbers before. Oh, I rolled a 4. I didn't get a good roll though. Oh, it rolled right into I got a 5. So not good rolls for me, but that's okay. I got an 8. Well, it's going up. Okay, well, that was a 3. Not so good. And then there's Guenhwyvar herself. Yeah, it's a big, heavy thigh, which is rad. I mean, they packed a lot of articulation into this. Three joints on the forelegs, 4 joints on the hind legs. I got her in some cool poses for like standing up on her hind legs. There's a really good focus. Mouth opens really, really wide. Good for chewing on goblins. And she's not just black. There's shades of purple and blue in there. That's pretty cool. Oh, Rabid Wombat, that's interesting. So you think like they had this and they just reprinted the 6 with the carrot attached? I mean, hey, that's as good as explanation as any. Interesting. I hadn't thought about that. That's cool. Yeah, so I got some good pictures of Drizzt basically petting the cat and hanging out next to it. Oh yes, sculpt reuse is... That sounds like something I've talked about before. It's unfortunate. Her eyes aren't exactly pointing in the same direction, but they are really well painted. There's a lot of detail in there. I gave this set very high marks. So it's on pre-order. Oh, and you can see on the back there's this nice purple that shimmers into black on the sides. It's $40 for the amount of stuff you get and the detail, the quality. I think it's pretty good. It is only available from Hasbro Pulse. Nowhere else. I can only assume this is a first offering in what could be a further D&D line, which would be fantastic. So hopefully people are into it. That's less good that it's only available on Hasbro Pulse. Maximum of 2 per customer, which is also kind of cool. So, I mean, people will be scalping them, but not as much. Cool. Well, thanks for hanging out. We built a thing, but really it was about the journey. True as Zardoz, yeah. And the box is actually pretty great. I don't have it with me, but I showed it off briefly the other day. Yes, so tomorrow we'll be Warhammering as usual. Everybody have a good Tuesday. Let me see real quick who else is online. I just want to know what Hasbro's doing about their plastic content in their packaging. They had announced they were going to work toward removing the plastic components. They had a plan that by a certain year or date that there was going to be no plastic in their packaging. I'm pretty sure that went by the wayside this year with all the coronavirus craziness. But I haven't heard them talk about it in a while, so I'd like to get some answers on that. I do have a person I can email. I'll just email that person. Oh, if he's on, okay, cool. I'm bringing up the old menu now. Pick a channel, any channel. Come on. So slow. Yeah, let's go see what Iffy's doing. All right. Oh, stream starting soon. Okay, well, I'm going to send you over to Iffy. You can hang out and watch him play video games, and I'm sure talk about some interesting topics. Or you can just go about your day and do something else. You have the power. You have the power. So thanks, everybody, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Okay. Okay, I am offline. Let me just close up. Do you need this table during the day? Should I close up everything now, or?